Welcome back to day 2 of Christmas in July 2026. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so excited to get started on today's topic, which is time. Inevitably, every time I talk about Christmas in July, not only with last year's series, but this year's series, I'm sure it's going to come up. And anytime I've mentioned it casually in other videos, I hear, it's too early. It's too early to start thinking about this. I don't want to think about it. It's summer. I'm going to enjoy my summer. And I totally get that. I totally understand. We don't want to think about it, right? But as makers, on the flip side, we do need time to get projects done. There's a horrible pit in your stomach when everybody else in your family is doing something fun in your home because you need to finish a project that you promised as a gift. Whether it's Christmas time or not, it's happened to us all. So it's important for me to talk about time now, here at the beginning of the series, because I really want everyone to pay attention and be realistic. So I'm going to give you some numbers. You can skip ahead if you want, because I know this is going to touch some, yeah. Myself included. I hate countdowns because countdowns to me, it's like you're wishing your life away, and I never want to do that. But I also want everyone to be aware, and including myself, because this is for me too, about time. So I'm going to look down because I got my numbers here. So from today, and I'm recording this early, so hopefully I did my math right. There are 176 days until Christmas Day. There are 25 weeks and 1 day, or if you want to think of it in months, it's 5 months and 23 days until Christmas Day. It's not a lot. It isn't, especially when we have a lot of projects we want to do. Now, who wants to be sewing and quilting up until Christmas Day? I know I don't. I also did the numbers for December 1st because for me, that's my sewing deadline. That's when I want to have all my projects done. Doesn't always happen, but I try to get it done by December 1st. So the amount of time is 152 days till December 1st, 21 weeks and 5 days until December 1st, or 4 months and 29 days until December 1st. It's not a lot of time, especially if we want to make everybody a project, which is always our goal, right? As quilters, that's kind of our thing. We love making things for people. It's part of our love language, but it's not a lot of time. So we're going to talk in a future video about realistic goals and about making that list. But for today, what I want you to do, and you can do it if you want to, you don't have to, sort of like homework, but not really, is to sit down with a calendar. It could be digital, it could be not, even a notebook. And actually, now that I said that, I highly recommend having a notebook of some sort or some sort of organization process for this entire month, because I am going to give you some tips, tricks, videos, of course, with tutorials and all of that, and you can take some notes in that. But I'm digressing yet again. The point is, if I can get to it, is to write down all the things, like events that you have coming, because of course for the next, 4 months and 29 days, we have other stuff in our lives, right? We have birthdays, maybe some births, anniversaries, weddings, vacations. If you're in the United States, Thanksgiving. Even if you're not in the United States, I'm sure there's holidays that I'm not thinking of. There's all kinds of things that are coming up. And I do want to touch on also, if you're of the Jewish faith, Hanukkah is very early this year too. I think it's early, at least. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I think so. It's the 4th through the 12th. So you really want to get ahead if you're doing anything for that. Also think about what you want to do for your own home. If there's any quilts or projects you want to make, get ready. Table runner for a certain holiday, maybe a Halloween quilt, who knows? But I want you to just look at the calendar and just plan out these things and see where you're at realistically, if I could say it, with your scope of time, because that's the one thing we cannot change. We can adjust other stuff. We can adjust the projects we're going to make. We can adjust how much money we spend, if we use scraps, if we buy some new fabric, whatever it may be. But time is a constraint. So take a look at that just to get an idea of where you're at before you even start planning the gifts that you're going to make. I hope this video didn't freak you out at all. I hope it gave you a good understanding of what we're working with. We really don't have a lot of time as crafters or makers or sewists or quilters or whatever you want to call it. Is it early? Absolutely, it's early, but we need to work at things early, right? I was at a craft store the other day. I heard people saying, I can't believe they have their Christmas stuff out yet. Well, Of course they do, because it takes time for us to get these done. Now I feel like I'm lecturing you. I don't mean to lecture you. Anyway, I hope this helped you just get an idea of where you're at and what you have coming up and how you want to approach that as we start to dig into some projects. Speaking of projects, tomorrow we are going to be doing starting the quilt along. It's a scrappy quilt along. Doesn't have to be scrappy. I'll give you other tips if you don't want to make it scrappy. We'll show you all the steps of making the blocks that we're going to make for this project. And we do start tomorrow. Yay! As always, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you take some time to sew, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow for day 3.